Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television. A reminder of our top stories. Nigeria and Germany sign agreements to boost trade relations between both countries as President Buhari hosts German Chancellor Angela Merkel in Abuja. President Buhari gives assurance of his administration's commitment to upholding the sanctity of the rule of law in the governance of the country. Former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and presidential aspirant Moghalu pulls out of PACT agreement to present Fela Durotoye as consensus presidential candidate. Fans, friends and family pay final tributes to Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, in Detroit, United States. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you, and on YouTube.com/channels, where you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on a mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Now, besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Install the app and tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. The former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, is optimistic of clinching the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate, notwithstanding the number of aspirants seeking to contest the 2019 poll on the party's platform. The list of PDP presidential aspirants includes the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, former and serving governors, and the former national chairman of the party, Mr. Ahmed McCarthy. Speaking against the backdrop of support he's enjoying from his followers, the former vice president believes the PDP will give him the ticket to fly the party's flag in the forthcoming presidential election.
My prayers is that I hope this endeavor of ours will result to a success in the nomination and of course subsequently in the general elections, so that together we can work. The undertaking I'm going to give you is that it is our job together. As you purchase the form, so you will also run around to make sure that I have been duly nominated from different parts of this country, so that when I go to submit the forms, I will again enjoy your company and support. Let us bring Abuja to a standstill. I bet you by the time we overwhelm the PDP secretariat and bring Abuja to a standstill, the PDP will have no alternative than to give us the ticket.
Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Another PDP presidential aspirant and Senate President Bukola Saraki has responded to the statement from the Not Too Young to Run movement, saying it was not his intention to put the group in an undesirable position. In a statement by his spokesperson, Dr. Saraki acknowledged that the Not Too Young to Run leadership had no prior knowledge of his remarks, and he made his intentions to run for presidency known in good faith. He says he appreciates the group's contribution to the development of democracy and will work closely with young people to make the country a better place for all. Here's Ibrahim Adra now, who has more on the news at 10. He's in our Abuja studio. Hi, Ibrahim. How are you doing?
I am Marachi. Now, one of the presidential aspirants for the 2019 election, Kingsley Moghalu of the Young Progressive Party, has pulled out of the arrangement of the presidential aspirants coming together, otherwise known as PACT. According to him, one of his reasons for withdrawing was because only 7 aspirants participated in the final voting out of the original 18, and also, according to him, The arrangement had unraveled before the final selection of the consensus candidate. Dr. Moghalu says he is firmly in the race for president of Nigeria in 2019 and has chosen to pursue his vision without distraction and in deference to the overwhelming support for his candidacy from all parts of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the leadership of the All Progressives Congress has made some clarifications on the procedure adopted by the party's National Executive Committee for primaries to elect candidates for the 2019 general elections. Briefing journalists at the party secretariat in Abuja on Friday, Acting National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Mr. Ekini Nabena, emphasized that the party's NEC has adopted direct primaries for all elective positions. He also said that the party's constitution leaves windows for states to adopt indirect primaries with conditions. The governor of Plateau State had earlier told journalists that the NEC adopted direct primaries for presidential ticket and indirect primaries for other elective positions.
The party wished to make the following clarification on NEC resolution of primary election. 1. The party elections into effective offices shall be direct primaries. NEC resolved to adopt direct primaries for the nomination of presidential candidates and all other primaries. 3. The party constitution does provide for indirect primaries. However, the use of indirect primary is conditional and depends on the logistic challenges on the need of a given state and make it unable to use direct primaries. 4. The State Executive Committee shall be in consultation with aspirants and other critical stakeholders of the party in a given state forward for the consideration of approval by the National Working Committee if indirect primary is to be adopted. 5. The adopted mode shall now be applied to all categories of the party primaries election. 6. The request for indirect primaries must be signed by majority of the State Executive Committee and critical stakeholders in attendance at the meeting where such resolution is reached. Direct primaries will, among others, ensure fairness, create level playing ground for contestants, eliminate corrupt tendency usually associated with delegate system, and ultimately ensure full participation of members at all levels.
Away from politics, officials of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons and other related matters have paraded 5 suspects for alleged rape and human trafficking-related offenses. Addressing journalists in Abuja, the director in charge of investigation and monitoring at the agency, Mr. Josiah Meruli, says 4 of the suspects were arrested in Abuja. Another one was handed over to the agency by officials of the Nigeria Immigration Service on allegations of human trafficking.
At several fora, officials of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons have vowed to weed out human traffickers in the country. It appears this task is yielding results with the arrest of some suspects. At this meeting, officials of the agency recount how the arrest was made and what the suspects are accused of.
3 of the cases have to do with rape and sexual violence against minors, which are very serious offenses punishable under the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, VAPA 2015. The other 2 are attempts by 2 suspects to traffic other Nigerians out of the country using fraudulent means contrary to the Trafficking in Persons Prohibition, Enforcement and Administration Act 2015.
The suspects state their own side of the story, denying all allegations made against them.
I did not do it, and God in heaven knows I did not do it. And if I've done it, my wife will not be the one running around for me. He would have been there crying and pushing me out.
My friend daughter, when I came, she told me that I should help the girl, that she knew how to sew clothes very well, that I should take her along. Then I tell her that if she reached there, she might not So she might do Arab work because me, I'm into Arab work. She said no problem. I said okay.
But one of the suspects will not accept this allegation.
If they said that I commit an evil crime, take me to court, I will not say a word.
He expresses his displeasure over his arrest.
Then people are committing evil crime outside. People cannot go there and get them arrested and interview them. It's when you brought here, that is post disgrace.
While NAPTIV officials are promising tougher times for human traffickers or rapists, they are, however, calling for more information that will lead to the arrest of more culprits.
Good afternoon. My name is...
You're watching Channels Television. When we return, economic analyst asks federal government to adopt intelligence approach to improve Nigeria's manufacturing sector. That's in our business news. Do join us again.